I have everything prepared already.
All right, everyone. It is just me and Ike the Killer here today.
Hello.
All right, and today we'll be doing Melmetal in Pokemon Blue Backport Edition. So I think this thing's gonna be. I think once it gets past Brock, I mean, it's effectively gonna beat Brock. That's no question. But how long is it gonna take? Because our only attacking move for him is Headbutt, and it's gonna
Yeah.
take quite a bit. But I think after that, I don't know. I feel like our slow speed is going to cause massive issues. We're only 4 speed faster than
Yeah.
Parasect. Like, in Red and Blue playthroughs, speed is honestly really important. Not as important as in, like, Yellow, but still very, very important. And if we're constantly getting outsped and hit, even if we can tank it, it's still going to be bad. Because remember, we only have 80 special. I mean, still better than its regular special defense, but I don't know. We'll just have to see. Gotta make sure.
We are kind of bulky, but yeah, I'm very worried about always taking one hit before we can move. That kind of is scaring me.
Yeah. Also, hello,
There's a lot of
Yokai and Boss KO. The intro's amazing. Yeah, my brother has a bunch of different covers made, but I'm experimenting with which ones I like better. I put in the, that specific one because whenever I did my, randomizer streams, that was the song that always kept getting copyright claims. So I'm gonna see if the YouTube system detects that. If I had to take a bet, I'm willing to bet they will. But we'll see. All right.
I also read poor Scott that he was also getting those copyright stuff, and it's like,
Yeah.
I'm kind of happy in Twitch you don't get those usually.
It's basically people have exploited the YouTube music ID copyright system, where like they make their own remixes, whether they sound like they'll sound real similar, and then they'll register it under the YouTube ID claims. So that way the bot has a higher chance of thinking that like vanilla music sounds like somebody's remix, and then they'll steal half your money.
That's so nasty.
Yeah, like I remember this one time in a Gen 2 stream where I basically got an email saying that I was copyright claimed for using somebody's ringtone, and the ringtone was apparently the Gen 2 trainer music. Somebody registered that as a ringtone, and I lost money from the stream because of it.
He composed it, clearly. He was the Japanese composer suing you. What the fuck? Seriously? Oh my god.
Yeah, that's why for the streams I switched over to Mystery Dungeon music, and it's also another reason, like, if you notice Scott hasn't really streamed to YouTube that much, that's why.
Yeah.
But Twitch does not do that shit.
I'm glad. In Twitch, the only times I've gotten those are the ironic in-game tracks, like the example I use. Like, I was playing Kingdom Hearts, and when you get to the credits, the Simple and Clean song plays out, and Twitch actually like said, we have muted this section of your video because it's using a music from copyright. And it's like, the music is from the game. What are you doing?
Doesn't matter.
It's
like
so
when I was streaming Skyrim on YouTube, I got like 4 copyright claims. Ridiculous.
It's the only weird thing. Yeah. Okay, we can start whenever you want.
Okay. I just started my poll. I have the input recording replay. All right.
Yeah, I wonder why would it time for this?
All right. What was that?
Whenever you want, we will talk as we start.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's go. Like, I wonder what would be the time for this Pokemon?
My over-under is 36 to 38. That's like my generic go-to. Like, I'd say 35, under 35 is the point where, like, it's fast. If it's over 35, then I'd say it's bad. Oh yeah, everybody, Roseblade Gaming, he's the one who made the music for the intro. Just wait till they claim the sound of my voice. Yeah. It's only a matter of time.
No, why trainers?
How are you encountering trainers this early?
Why trainers? I don't know. The potion, that guy that can actually block your way.
Oh, the guy in the grass. What Steve and I have noticed, if you don't load him on screen, he 99% of the time goes left from the, like, towards the tree. So I always pretty much go to the far right. side pretty much.
Yeah.
He's the least likely to be over there. He's most likely to be on the far left side. I mean, the far left side can
Yeah, on
save
the
you
left.
time, but a lot riskier. I mean, sometimes going in the middle is safe.
I just hate
Dang
it.
it. I went to the third one, the third row from the left, and he still blocked me there.
Oh,
He almost never goes that way. Jerk.
I got a huge amount of encounters.
I wonder if I should mod that guy out of the game. What do you think?
Nobody would miss him. That's for
No.
sure.
I think Steve and Scott would approve.
I don't think nobody would miss if we actually remove that guy from the game.
Oh yeah, Kiwi, speaking of what you
I
just
don't
said about claiming the sound of my voice, I remember during that Twitch raid from the last stream, somebody said that I sounded like this one streamer. Apparently, he streamed RuneScape, which is like the same as the guy who raided me yesterday, or not yesterday, the stream before. He's like, "Hey, you sound like this guy." I actually went to his stream, and I'm like, "Huh, I guess they were right."
They're similar to me.
I actually fought all the bug
Yeah.
catchers too, so
Yeah. I think we're gonna need those.
hey, at least actually we get tail whip, so Brock might not be that bad.
Oh, I actually delete that.
For
I
what,
didn't
Thunder
consider
Wave?
that. Yeah, I didn't consider that. Interesting.
I wonder if I stack up all 6 Hardens, is Tackle is just gonna miss?
Tackle is just gonna do no damage thing.
Oh, that's an issue. That is an issue I didn't think about. Headbutt only has 15 power points.
Yeah.
That is...
You know the funny thing now? I actually relearned Tail Whip.
Alright, so what I'm gonna have to do on the Geodude is spam as many tail whips as I can, get his defense as low as possible, and then use some headbutts. Because I have to save some for the Onyx. Alright, at least the Onyx doesn't have Harden. Okay, I beat him.
No, I'm getting critical hits.
That is so annoying. Like,
God.
Normally, I never think it's a good idea to use Tail Whip on the Geodude because he just uses Defense Curl, but if you don't have any power points like Headbutt, you kind of have to. You have no choice.
Yeah. God damn it. I
The
put
sprite
him
looks
to
funny.
I lost against Brock, and I believe I'm gonna lose again.
Yep.
Because I put it at -6, but then got all critical hits during a bite.
Oh, that's funny.
So he actually one-shot me, yeah.
Wait, if you crit him during a bide, wouldn't it have done less damage?
Yeah, but I got the first one was the regular one, and then I got crits. I was
Yeah.
thinking, no, if I get regular crits, regular hits, he's going to die because my crit is shit. I shouldn't be getting critical hits, but I got them.
Yeah, Kiwi, I think I did a decent job on the sprite. At least it was an easy sprite. Like, it's all nuts and bolts.
At least I was able to win now.
Looks like a hydrant.
Yeah.
Kinda does, actually. Yeah. The fire hydrant with a big nut on his head. Take that out of context. Oh my god,
Yeah.
that I have not seen red and green Jigglypuff before. It looks frickin' high.
I think the Melmetal one, you didn't give me the green sprites, I think. I'm seeing the blue ones.
What?
Yeah.
You sure about
I think
that?
the ROM. Yeah, because I definitely did not make my own ROM, that's for sure.
The one I'm using has red and green sprites. Are you sure?
Yeah, the one I'm using has red and blue.
I'm pretty
And
sure
again-
I sent you the new one. Did you download the old one and never update it to the new one?
But I think you never sent me the new one. The old one, sorry. I think they only sent me one
What?
from this one, I believe. I think it was only the Drapion and the other one, the ones that were the old and new one. And if not, I will check again after the stream. After the attempt, sorry. And I will change in the second attempt.
Well, I guess
like,
you,
yeah.
I guess you would get the, normal-looking sprites today. I'm gonna get Mega Punch.
Yeah. And now Tail Whip sure will will not be needed anymore. I hope so.
Well, I can confidently
But
say
yeah.
I'm not gonna need Headbutt. Or, not Headbutt, Harden.
Or,
Not as nutty as what you
wow.
read yesterday about a woman complaining about disabled people are mostly villains in video games, but I cannot think
The
of a
fuck?
single one. Wait, a woman was complaining that most villains in
Oh,
video games are disabled
God.
people? I mean,
I just captured.
what's an example?
I just captured a Subat. Accidentally, I caught a Subat.
Hey Ike, can you think of any video game super villain where he's like in a wheelchair or something?
Actually, no. I can only think of actually good guys in wheelchairs or stuff like that. Like the one I'm thinking about is the Shin Megami Tensei 1, the Stephen. He's actually like the good guy.
No, most disabled people being villains.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I said at 151. I don't think I read that wrong.
Yeah, like he says, when you see a disabled person in a video game, he's usually the villain or with the bad guys. That's what they're saying, right?
Maybe?
He's a bad guy. I think that's what they are saying. If that's what they are saying, I'm right now not picking up one. Like I will be a villain, an example of that. The only one I can imagine right now is actually Conquer. If you know what game that is, the Conquer Bad Fury. The whistle guy, it's on a wheelchair and it's a bad guy. This is the only one I'm kind of thinking right now. It's the only example I can come up with. He's on a wheelchair, on a like a cybernetic wheelchair, whatever, but it's still a wheelchair.
It was in
Where is that from?
Apparently he says
No,
he read it in a disability magazine.
Someone in my chat is saying Supremus, but I don't know where that is from. Maybe in your chat someone knows, or my own friend can say. But I don't know.
I don't recognize the name.
Supremus.
Alright, I'm not gonna do Misty right away. I'm 99% sure we don't get Bubble Beam.
No.
And there's effectively no reason to do Misty early. Honestly, I think it's only ever worth doing Misty early if you need Bubble Beam that badly for Nugget Bridge. Like, I remember I was running this one water type in yellow. I thought I would need the early Bubble Beam to make it faster, but Misty early at that point was just way too inconsistent, so I just had to suffice with Tackle and Water Gun. Just because Misty was not consistent.
In yellow, at least you can save some time because usually Bubble Beam gets the one-shots where Bubble or Water Gun or whatever does not.
Yeah, it's only worth it if you can consistently beat her.
Yeah. So like it's fun in that sense.
No, I don't want to learn Thunder Wave again.
Thunder Wave again.
It also had an article about a woman wanting to work naked in retail. She was probably mentally disabled. Probably a member of the nudist gang or something.
I was gonna say, like, what kind of magazines are you reading, my friend?
Tabloids?
That is your one magazine. We don't get Dig, I believe, so there's no point in finding the Rocket guy early as well.
Well, I have seen one. I can't remember how he was called, but he was on a floating chair because of his disability. Does that count? He doesn't walk. Maybe that counts?
Well, I mean, if we don't know even who they are.
I cheated. I cheated. Instead of using Headbutt, I used a potion in battle and healed 10 HP. I know, no, I cheated. I cheated.
Disqualified. Start the run again, but don't reset your timer.
I mean, it's not like it would have made a difference in the run anyway.
Yeah, obviously. It's not going to make any difference. I can't believe I'm getting critical hits with this Pokemon. This should not be. This should not be happening. Like, I honestly can't believe I'm getting critical hits. This should not be happening. What's the critical hit rate of this Pokemon anyway? It's probably a
whatever Parasect is plus half a percentage point, maybe?
Plus nothing. Yeah, plus a little bit. It has to be like shit.
Okay, Bubble Beam actually... Crit Bubble Beam actually hurts. Good thing I didn't do early Misty. Okay, yeah, we don't learn Bubble Beam. I figured.
No, I don't think we do. this thing gets warped because this thing was introduced. Well, I mean, it's a Let's Go Pokemon, I guess. In theory, it's not really either a social Pokemon or an Alola Pokemon. It's actually a
Don't
Let's
get
Go
dig
Pokemon.
either. Dang.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
the self-destructing hiker, we're just gonna have to rely on him blowing himself up to win, just because we're so defensive. Can't use dig.
He cannot do anything to us, I suppose.
True.
I guess he really cannot touch us. Not even with critical hits. It's like even ignoring our defense, it's just gonna do a lot of damage anyway.
I mean, it does slash your defense in half, but still, we resisted anyway.
Yeah, our defense is still stupid. And our HP is stupid as well. That's the thing. If our HP was not stupid, maybe, but our HP is still stupid.
You know, since we're so defensively bulky, I might actually get rest. What do you think, Ike?
Oh no. I just got burned. Now I wish I had rest. The Ponyta outspeeds and burns. That usually never happens, but it happened.
Did you get the full restore at least?
Yes. Yes. The good thing I actually picked that one up, usually.
I always do.
Oh god. The Charmeleon also burned me. Are you kidding me?
Oh gosh, that's funny.
God, tell me they sell those things in here in the shop. Did they sell burn heat or something, please? Tell me they do. No, they don't, right?
There's always one complaining, can't satisfy everyone. No, you cannot.
No, there's definitely not. No. Oh god, I'm gonna have to do search burn.
Unless you heal at the center and just walk back to Cerulean.
No, I don't want to do that. I guess I will.
I have had to do that once because, like, I think my main strat was, like, using a physical move.
I will save, though, but... I mean, I guess I should be okay.
Teach
still
cut.
don't
No.
damage.
Paris. Wait. Do I teach dig first or cut first to Paris? I think it's cut. Yeah, it's cut. It's,
yeah.
cut first, yeah. Charmander, you teach, dig first.
I got the reset, as expected, I guess. Yeah, I suppose I will probably... yeah, I
MVF finally helped me. I don't know if he's in the chat, but he was able to help me get the trash can puzzle to be automatically solved in the ROM.
Oh, God.
So I don't have to worry about setting it anymore. I'm actually going to get a reset.
I got a critical hit.
The good thing I saved.
I got a freaking critical hit on the right shoe. And one shot, it even burned.
I actually got a reset because I was at low HP and I got paralyzed. Not a good combo. Yeah, MVF. The thing you told me to put in the disassembly actually worked, so I don't have to worry about setting it in Pokebite anymore. I don't have to set anything in Pokebite anymore. Not even the stats, not the trash puzzle. It's all done.
Yeah. It's all done now. Okay.
Probably depends on...
I think...
Wait. FIFA is a good game for disabled people? Dang.
FIFA. People are wild in your chat.
That's funny. Probably depends on what disability you have. I've seen a guy playing video games with his mouth because he has no limbs. Well,
yeah, I know that guy. Yeah, there was also one person playing League of Legends and got actually very high in ranked, and they play like that with their mouth. Yeah, I remember that.
Like, I mean, have you seen that one? Have you seen that one guy that got what's it called? The Neuralink brain chip, and he was able to like play chess with his mind, and he had because his limbs were disabled.
Yeah. I guess it's a good thing. Oh god, I got an accidental fight as well.
I don't know.
I happen to be with the guy with the Charmander as well. What's with me and the only guys that I'm weak to?
I mean, then again, I would only go for it if literally both of my arms didn't work, which is probably the whole point of it.
Yeah.
I mean, what did the guy have to lose, right?
At that point, yeah. Literally self-destruct did me 3 damage.
I,
3
uh,
freaking damage.
I accidentally went down a tile too far and encountered an optional hiker.
I got an optional super nerd. I don't know what's going on today. No, payday. I don't want more money.
Alright, I'm actually just gonna spam Tail Whip on him. I don't want to waste power points. Come on, blow yourself up. Blow yourself up.
Blow your. You're supposed to
Do a
do that.
kamikaze, please. Thanks.
No.
There we go.
This the speed is starting to catch up.
Whoa.
God
Good thing
damn
I
it.
was spamming B after that. I almost used an elixir. That would have been bad. You could try your feet before the Neuralink. Yeah, like, both of my arms and both of my legs would have to not be working. Hey, you finished. Nice. I'll take a look at it afterwards.
The Michael thing is, can we do Erica? I guess it's a bit crazy. Up.
No. I'm honestly
afraid.
starting
Yeah.
to... I'm actually starting to take early Erica out of my routes. Even if you have a super effective move, it's almost never worth doing her early.
Hmm.
My opinion, that is. Just because she's very unpredictable. Where's my nugget? Oh, I guess I didn't pick it up today.
Shouldn't have done that, though.
I'm gonna get 2 proteins.
Didn't I sell the nuggets?
Well, there's always a nugget in the underground I try to pick up and sell, but I forgot to pick it up.
Hmm.
Also, the self-destructing hiker's second Geodude, it literally took like 12 turns for it to blow up.
Oh, we don't learn fly. That's weird. I'm so used
Hey,
to learning
it
fly
doesn't
in the
it
plants.
doesn't get aerial ace.
It doesn't get aerialized, yeah.
Hey,
I can say used to.
it does not make sense that a lot of non-flying types get aerial ace. Just saying.
Yeah.
Didn't they fix that in newer gens? Like, not as many Pokemon get aerial ace anymore?
They removed the move basically
The TM?
in Sword and Shield, because otherwise Dynamax flying would be on every mon, and they didn't want to do that because they knew Dynamax flying was stupid. So they
Uh-oh.
said, everything learns aerial ace. We need to remove that.
I forgot to save before the 2 Ghastly Trainer, and I got a reset. I have to fight the rival again.
Oh, that's nasty. I got it okay against the channeler.
Hey, I found the
Yeah,
one Pokemon I can actually flinch. The Execute.
What? The execute.
Am I wrong?
I guess you can also do the slowpokes, but you are probably prefer to use Thunderbolt on those. I got paralyzed by a Ghastly. Like Leak is like the poison sting of the trainers. They always get the effect on you. Yeah, well, that should be okay, I think.
You know, it's such a shame that there's a nugget in the tower, yet we almost never get it.
If we could, to buy more vitamins or something, but yeah.
You would have to make a second vitamin buy, but I almost never think that's a good idea. The only games where I've ever considered second vitamin buys were Gen 3 in Emerald, because like money in the early games kind of hard to come across to buy vitamins by the time you can buy them.
Yeah.
But usually, like by the end of the game, you usually have like $100,000.
Yeah, at the end you get a lot of money.
Aerial Ace is Swallowtail counter. Japan is a sword move, so everything with claws gets it. Okay, even so, Gen 1 should have given us another flying type TM that's not Sky Attack and Fly. Like, what are we supposed to give it? Because Steve's in charge of the moveset, and he says like we have to do like one-to-one replacements with as many moves as possible. He's not a fan of just cutting moves from its moveset just because it wouldn't make sense. He's not a fan of just cutting moves. The only time he ever cuts moves is like when something gets like 10 level 1 moves and half of them are like bad moves that wouldn't have any replacement. That's the only time he ever does. Yeah, there's Drill Peck 151, but that's not a TM. If it got Aerial Ace by level up, we would probably replace it with like Drill Peck or something. But if it's a TM, then we have no choice but to give it Fly. But what Steve did to kind of like balance it out is on the moveset images that I have at the start of the stream, if something gets the HM for Fly and it says the word move after it, it means you can only use it in battle. You can't use it as an HM in the overworld. That's what that means. So, like, if Melmetal did get Aerial Ace and we had to give it Fly, and it said Fly move at the end, we could use it in battle to, like, have flying damage. But we can't just fly around with our Melmetal. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that wouldn't make sense. Oh no, the curse of the slow level up and the Safari Zone. Repel does not work. Repel does not work.
Well, at least it's not yellow.
It's a lie. It doesn't work.
Okay, I legitimately think for this run, the best fourth gym leader is Koga.
It can't even touch us. It's not able to touch us, actually.
Thank you, Roseblade.
Only smokescreen annoyance.
But everyone knows liquid metal flies.
Liquid metal.
I heard that stuff's really good for you. They should put that stuff in thermometers. Oh, wait.
The mercury.
Alright, I'm just not gonna heal. I think the only move I can get hit with is tackle or, like, self-destruct. I mean, I guess smokescreen, which would be annoying.
Smokescreen is the only thing that could be annoying. I guess we're still immune to toxic, right? So yeah.
No, we're not.
Oh, then there's something he can actually do to screw you up. Or he doesn't have toxic in this game.
Yeah, it's the Gen 1 quirk. I know I could edit it a bit further to make it immune to toxic, but part of me thinks it's kind of funny because Gen 1's janky enough as it is.
Okay.
Like, we can't get hit with poison moves, but non-direct poison moves, like toxic and poison gas and poison powder, those can still poison us, but like Sledge can't hit us. Stuff like that.
Ooh, I got poison gas though.
Alright, I think I'm going to do Sylph next. I just do not feel safe doing Sabrina. Or not Sabrina, Erica.
Erica.
Yeah, I mean, Sabrina's going to be pretty much free, honestly.
Sabrina should be okay, yeah. I believe it should be okay.
We get Swords Dance? I don't think we do.
No, we don't.
Yeah. You know what's funny? We still do not outspeed Misty Starmie. Oh, you know what sucks? If I could learn Dig, I would take advantage of the Dig paralysis glitch a lot in this run. That's a shame, though.
Okay, I should have done that then.
Magneton not resisting Body Slam is strange. Gen 1 quirk. Funnily enough, in Gen 1 specifically, Gen 1 actually has more special than defense. So Magneton is weaker to physical moves than special moves. Kind of an odd concept if you think about it. Do we get Earthquake? I think we do, yeah. I'm pretty sure we get Earthquake.
Yeah, this thing does get Earthquake at least.
Melmetal would dig, but too heavy to get out. Yeah, that's probably why.
Okay. He can get in, but he can't get out.
Yeah, Metal can fall, but can't get up.
I probably should not be doing this anyway.
Ike probably doesn't get the joke. That might just be an American thing.
No, I don't think I do.
Oh yeah, it was based on this commercial that would play like all over TV for the last like I think it's been like over that commercial is pretty old. It was a commercial about I think it was called Life Alert. Like, old people would wear it. They press the button if they fall over and, like, an ambulance comes to their house. And people in the commercials would always say, "Help, I've fallen and I can't get up."
I thought I can get up.
And then everybody just started saying it just because it's really funny. Even though, technically, it's not funny when old people fall to the ground.
Oh god. Reset on the rival. Sand attack.
I haven't fought the rival yet. I'm just entering the rival right now.
Sand attack.
Your work, sells, and services those. Nice.
Sand attack doing sand attack things.
Hey, I just iked my way through the fight. I didn't get sand attacked. Maybe Ike should try that strat sometimes.
Maybe you should try that strat.
Also, at level 36, Thunderbolt does not one-shot. Well, I died.
I was able to win at least.
I think I need more training.
Who killed you? The rival?
The problem is the consistent chip damage. By the time I get to the Charizard, I have, like, barely any health left. Plus,
Yeah.
Thunderbolt doesn't even one-shot the Gyarados at 35. 36.
What am I looking for here, then? Oh, I can't believe I actually didn't get any.
Yeah, I'm thinking level 38. I mean, I've already done... I did skip those 2 Koga trainers with the Arbok. I honestly should not have skipped them. Dude, why'd you disable Earthquake?
Disable Earthquake. I totally forgot that.
Dude, give me level 38 already.
I'm still wondering what are we going to do against Blaine. Ike our way through,
Oh,
as
gosh.
usual.
I don't even want to think
As
about
usual.
that. I don't even want to think
As
about that
usual.
fight.
As usual, we just Ike our way through.
36 and 4 candies. I don't want to use rare candies this early. Especially with Blaine coming up. Blaine might be
I want
actually the
them all
hardest
for-
gym leader. Because he's
I want
always
them
going to
all for
use...
Blaine.
He's always going to use either Ember or Fire Blast.
Yeah. Does he have good AI in this game? Yes, he does, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
Actually,
Yeah, that's a problem.
will most likely one-shot his whole team with Earthquake. We just have to hope for good early luck, pretty much. Like,
Yeah.
turn 1 Super Potion, Ember instead of Fire Blast. Maybe it won't be too bad, but we'll see. Hey, I just...
guess, yeah, we
Really,
definitely one-shot.
4 sand attacks. Oh, I got attack badge boosts.
We definitely one shot though.
Okay, that was stupid. Reminds me you played a ROM hack with Raichu's evolution plus learnable Surf. Yeah, I think Raichu nowadays gets the TM for Surf. You don't need some sort of event for it anymore.
I think in real games you still don't get it.
In what games?
I think in real games you still need the event for it to get served, I think.
No.
I'm not sure. You get it already? That's
I'm
actually
pretty
nice,
sure,
honestly.
even in Scarlet and Violet, I'm pretty sure it gets the TM for Surf.
Oh,
Maybe
gosh.
someone can look it up.
Perfect. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't checked. Like, I'm just assuming because it would be definitely the Game Freak thing to do. Like, the Game Freak thing to do would definitely be not letting he get the move legally, and you still need to do the stupid event.
Okay, level
I doubt it.
38 does make the rival a bit more consistent, but it's still kind of bad.
It's the freaking sand attack. I fucking hate the sand attack.
I was just lucky to get poisoned with poison powder instead of stun spore paralysis, which helped a lot.
Yeah. Oh,
Plus 38,
need
it
shit.
seems like 38 is the point where Thunderbolt one-shots Gyarados. TM Surf
I
is
got
legal in
Luigi.
Gen 9. Okay, so they did give it that in Gen 9. Okay, yeah, I had a
So
feeling it did.
he does get it then. Okay.
You know, hey, Ike, I actually, do you play Scarlet and Violet?
Sometimes I usually play more random battles than anything else, but yeah,
Oh,
I watch a lot of gameplay.
I meant like, yeah, like you have the
Yeah,
game, right? You do battles in it
yeah,
sometimes?
yeah. I did a Nuzlocke, blind Nuzlocke, my first run. Yeah.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been
So
doing
I
a
know about
lot
the
of,
game. Yeah.
what do you call them? Uh, I've been training up some competitive Pokemon. I've got a
The
PC box with
BGC.
like 23 Pokemon. I even did a stream last week where I did 10 random battles, and out of the 10, I only lost 3
Then BGC format or singles?
in singles with random
In
people
singles.
with my EV trained Pokemon, good movesets.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And part of me has learned Kyurem is actually really freaking good.
Yeah, they actually just banned him.
I saw somebody mention that. It is so
Yeah,
annoying.
they just banned him.
That's one of the reasons I don't want to play official competitive.
Yeah, they just
They just
banned him.
ban anything that's actually good. Like it's
That's
ridiculous.
super. That's
Like,
super
oh come
stupid.
on, his
Yeah.
moveset's unpredictable at times. I want him banned. I swear, competitive players are just giant babies.
There's usually two sides of the thingy. Yeah. Many times I believe they
Which Kyurem?
really
I think
fast
all of them. The one I
the
used,
regular one. Yeah.
the one I use is White Kyurem.
God damn it, I'm dying.
Yeah, my what? You mean Smogon? Smogon's not official. I think it is
So
Smogon. Yeah, not
yeah,
in
Smogon
actual
is the one
VGC
that
tournaments, but
yeah, I know.
I
Okay,
still
I
I still stand by
definitely
what I said. I still stand by it.
I got the luckiest brain in my life. Yeah.
Smogon competitive battling, it's the only kind of competitive sport to where if something's too good, they ban it.
They ban it.
Like, imagine in real life in football or soccer, imagine if some guy got too many touchdowns, so he was banned for playing the rest of the season just because he's too good.
But I mean, technically, they just moved them into a different category. You can still use them in Ubers. The
I
only
mean,
Pokemon that were
I
really,
understand that, because,
yeah,
like, you want Pokemon with similar strengths, but
yeah,
I
that's the
don't
thing.
support, like, having stuff just get banned. Just move tiers then.
In this, yeah, it's pretty much what they do. They move into Ubers. They do stuff like that, basically.
I
In
mean,
this case,
last I checked, Kyurem was in the OU tier for Scarlet and Violet when I
yeah,
was looking at movesets for it. I
yeah,
mean,
and
what's
then
this? The
then
only step up from there is Uber tier. And then after
yeah,
that, it's no restrictions.
the meta shifted and different threats, whatever. It's usually what they do when they need to balance the metagame. Honestly, most people would agree that the problem in this case is like nobody wants to ban the Terra mechanic, okay? Because the Terra mechanic is like the generational thing, so they don't want to ban it. But like half of the bans in this generation have been because of the Terra. Volcarona is OP because of Terra, Kyurem is OP because of Terra, etc., etc., and they don't want to ban Terra.
Well, just
Because if
find
not,
a... Oh my god,
yeah,
Vulpix's green sprite's honestly pretty cute looking. But,
like I would assure you,
yeah, I'll let
they
you
would
finish.
have banned. Otherwise, they would have freaking banned Goldengo
Some
and
of the...
King Gambit.
Oh, speaking of clauses, I don't know if they actually did this or if they only just announced plans for it, but I remember a year or so ago, I remember Smogon was thinking of, you know how there's a sleep clause, like, a sleep
Yeah,
clause. Apparently they wanted to introduce a freeze clause too.
there's actually freeze clause in Gen 1. It makes sense why it is the way is there a freeze clause, but I think they also put it on Gen. I don't know if it was Gen 3 or Gen 2. They put one. I think it was in Gen 2 because of Jinx causing problems in the
Uh,
tier.
Dude,
Because
freeze is entirely RNG dependent. Like, there's no
yeah,
guaranteed freeze move. Even to this day, there's no guaranteed freeze move. That'd be the most
yeah,
broken thing of all time.
yeah.
Like, if you're upset with RNG being bad with like a 10% freeze or paralysis or something, don't get upset and be like, I want to ban the Pokemon,
What? What the fuck? I use a repel and I'm getting encounters when I'm moving the rock. What?
Are you in Victory Road?
Yes, but what is happening?
Dang.
I I don't know. That was so weird. I told you I got the luckiest Blaine in my life. Like,
I think I first tried him. The Pony Talk kept spamming Fire Spin, which is honestly the most annoying thing. The other
Yeah, the
ones,
Rapidas use Fire Spin.
yeah, the other ones, I
Yeah,
think they either used Ember or a Super Potion.
very annoying.
According to Smogon's own policy, it's not evenly enforced. Some of the clauses are stupid, like Baton Pass. It has a snowball
No, no,
effect.
no, the baton pass makes sense. That's a clause I do believe it makes sense because it's stupid when you just are gonna fight a team with full baton pass. It's gonna infest the tier, and at least you have a specific team to counter that. You are instantly
I
going to
think,
lose. It's just not
I
fun.
think, I agree with that. Similar thing with like, they
Yeah,
ban moves like Mud Slap, Sand Attack, Double Team,
yeah.
stuff like that. That
But
makes sense. That's just not fun.
the funny thing is, the only one is double team. You can use Sand Attack if you want. It's just not a good strategy, but you cannot use double team.
Okay, that
It's
makes
the
more
only one
sense,
they
yeah.
ban.
Yeah, it makes
Yeah,
sense banning Double Team.
because double team does that. Yeah, that and they obviously feature and stuff like that. That's also
There are official
obviously
freeze
banned.
clauses with the stadium games. The reason there is because Gen 1 freeze was extremely broken. Like, if you
Yeah,
froze, you're never unthawing, you're never thawing out ever
you
again.
you cannot do anything. Yeah,
Unless it's in
exactly.
Stadium 2 as well, which I'm pretty sure it's not.
No, because that's Gen 2. I guess it was fixed then. Yeah. Oh god.
I disagree. It's a strategy you can counter. I mean, there's a lot
No.
of strategies. Well, it depends on, like, what's being baton passed.
Yeah. The thing is, of course, you can counter the baton pass thing, but you are gonna need to use a specific team to counter that, and that is not healthy for the metagame. If you need to make a specific team to counter one specific thing that is super bad against everything else, it's not healthy for the metagame. That's the thing. That's why it's banned. God. Okay, I maybe need to use. Oh god. Okay, Laurel is destroying me with clamp.
All right, here's what I will say. I do have more agreements with banning specific strats or moves than banning entire Pokemon. That's just my opinion.
That makes more sense to me as well. But they usually don't want to do that. Like, I remember when there was this problem, the move last respects. I don't know if you know what that move does.
Isn't that the one by that Stone Gen 9 Pokemon with the gravestone on its head?
The Basculegion thing. Yeah, and the Houndstone. Yeah. Basically,
Houndstone, yeah.
if the more Pokemon in your team that are fainted, the more damage you do. That thing can get up to 300 base power. It's stupid.
Hey,
that move
it's
was
a good.
banned.
Hey, come on. Dude, it's a unique aspect of the Pokemon. Like, if you like figure out your own ways around it.
Figure out your own ways.
Like, dude, that's just straight up banning a move that was designed for one Pokemon. Like, it's its whole gimmick.
Yeah. So what they did was banning the mons that got the move instead of the move itself. And Houndstone was Ubers for some time, despite logically should not be Ubers. That thing is definitely not a Lugia Pokemon level. But it was banned because of the move.
All right,
because back then nobody else got the move. So they said if only one Pokemon gets the move, we ban the Pokemon. We don't ban the move. That was like the logic they had back then. Because only one Mon got the move.
I used all of my rare candies for Rival 6. He's just way too hard.
Oh god, thank god I was not frozen. Rage Feast. Yeah, they also banned Rage Feasts for the same reasons. But they ended up banning Annihilate actually.
Okay, there's some words that I wish I can say, but I'm just gonna say that's the most stupid thing I've ever heard. Like, dude, I have a competitively built Annihilate with Rage Fist. The thing's awesome. Like, I'm sorry, it's not the most OP thing I have, but if you need to ban new moves and mechanics just because you can't figure out ways around it, then honestly, you're not a good battler.
Nah,
like, that's what they do with the competition. It's what they do with the competition. They just, if something is just too good, they ban it. So that it just ruins it for everyone.
They ended up doing the same thing for what was I gonna say? Damn it, I forgot. Like, it was because of Terra. Because Annihilate could Terra the typing, could get very easy boosts in Rage Fist because of the original typing.
Yeah.
So they kind of did that in the end.
Yeah, that sounds like original mechanics to me. Like, it's functioning how it was intended. My problem
It was
with
because
it
of
is
the
just
Terra, yeah.
where's the cutoff point for centralization? I just have the opinion. I don't even like Baton Pass. I mean, that is a good point what you said. Like,
Ah,
where is the cutoff point? At what point are they like, hey, this strat's too good, ban it. Hey, that's a really good strat.
yeah.
Let's allow it. Where's the cutoff point?
It's usually a suspect test, so like the community decides. It's not just one evil guy saying, "Ooh, we should ban this thing." It's
Oh, so
usually
it's
a
a
community thing.
okay, so it's a group of people who got their butts
Yeah,
kicked and are upset about it. Got it.
it's actually the entire player base. You need to qualify by playing, and you get to vote. That's what the suspect tests do in Smogon. So again, I like the system because at the end of the day, it means all the communities agreeing on this. Only if we get like a majority of the votes, we ban this thing. Usually, it's not a evil team deciding which gets the kick and which
No,
is allowed.
I still do not like those kind of systems. In my opinion, there should be a few specific rules that applies to everybody, and then
Mm,
just go nuts from there. Just have your own. I guess having votes on like, hey, do you think this should be moved to this tier? Not allowed in this tier.
yeah,
But like, having to let people vote on banning a Pokemon or banning certain strats, all that does is just ruin the fun. Because like, if a new Pokemon comes out with really good movesets, really good strats, you're like, oh boy, this thing's awesome, and then they just ban it and you can't use it anymore. Like, that just sucks. Like, if that
mm.
happened to me, I would have quit playing entirely.
That's as well why many times the new OP Pokemon is usually not banned because people want to still play it. That's what happened with Terra. At the start of the generation, everybody was so sure that they would ban Terra, but people voted against it, so it was not banned.
Okay, uh, I want to know what people wanted to vote to ban Terra.
Many people in the community, but actually they won. I believe it was like a 60-40 something. Their final result. In the end, they won.
Okay, when you get to the point of banning in-game mechanics, you need to rethink how you play the game. I'm just saying.
Okay, I finished 43.
Oh.
7 resets.
Lapras crit me with Hydro Pump. The thing always gets a crit Hydro Pump. I swear, I see more crit Hydro Pumps than regular Hydro Pumps. Like Landorus, it's on every team in Gen 5 to 7, but only its incarnation form gets banned, but Therian is still run like
Oh,
70% or even more. The vote was not a
but
ban, it should be action taken, any action.
yeah, many people believe that the reasoning why you ban a Pokemon is because it has a very usage rate, and that's not always true. Because they always say, "Oh, why are they banning Kyurem? Kyurem is only the 17th in the current team ranking," and that it's usually not correlated because the more used a Pokemon means like they're more versatile, that they can work in different setups. Current may only work in one specific setup, but if it is super annoying to deal with, they end up banning it. If it kind of trivializes a lot of matchups, it's kind of complicated. Usually, the only reason why I'm not usually super mad against the bans is when they are suspected. Like, okay, if the 80% of the community player base has decided to ban this Pokemon, okay, I mean, they probably know more than I do. I don't know. They agree on this,
Yeah, those are all the
but
same people who got their butts kicked and are sore about it.
they're bad kicked.
Hey, it's most likely true. They probably all got their
Yeah,
butts kicked by it and were sore
yeah.
over it.
I mean, the thing is because the people that vote are the ones that need to get like, I don't know, I think it's like 100 and 1,700, I believe you need to get points to qualify to vote. So it's like, it's not people playing in the low ladder. It's not
Okay,
people like
so
just
it
started
is the
playing.
high tier players who got their butts kicked and are sore over it.
But it's not really the high tier because it's not that difficult to get, and you actually need to make a new account to get there. It's not like, oh, you're already a pro player, so you can vote always. No, you actually need to make a new account and get the points and then vote. And I believe it's around the middle tier actually. I
Oh
believe
my
because
god.
1,700. I think the high tier is 2,000 something, so it's around the middle tier.
Er- Agatha is being such a massive troll right now. 2 fights in a row, she
Freaking
swapped out to her Golbat turn 1, and then I would just get put to sleep. Okay, I finally won. Well, in Smogon's own word is over-centralization. It is over-centralized by any metric, and is also around the same reason essentially that got Greninja banned, which is just odd.
I think there are some Pokemon that get banned and got very high usage rate, and there are others because, like, you can say, "Oh, why are they not banning Snorlax? Snorlax has 100% rate usage rate in Gen 2, and they are not banning it." So again, the usage is not always the reason why they ban a Pokemon itself.
It's basically
Meritocracy doesn't work.
okay. So what you're basically saying is, they vote to ban this one Pokemon, but not this other one, is because there's a personal bias with which Pokemon they like. A personal bias.
Usually, what impacts more the meta game, they basically, in the case of a Snorlax, I believe, because I watch BKC sometimes, in this topic, it's usually because Snorlax is actually the one that keeps the tier together. If they banned the Snorlax, Gen 2 would truly become this Star Warrior fest everybody is so afraid of. Because everything would run rest, everything would be full bulk, and without Snorlax to blow up or whatever, it's basically the one keeping the tier in check. So, like, I don't know.
Well,
Landorus
Gen
T
1
was
and
kinda
2
similar.
are old. Also, their metagame is historic. Yeah, it makes sense.
It's still developing, actually. In Gen 3, there are still changes being even to this day. The gens are still played even after the generation is over. Like the other day, literally a freaking Slacking, which was considered horrible, just won a $1,000 tournament. One guy using Slacking. And there was a guy winning using Sedinja.
That's funny.
Freaking Sedinja, and they won a tournament.
Yeah, let me guess. In about 2 weeks, they're gonna ban slacking. At that rate.
Slacking is gonna get banned. Nah.
Hey, if you win a lot of fights, truly that's ban worthy.
Yeah, they're gonna ban Slacking.
Yeah, I would.
Skarmory.
Yeah, I would never
remains
play
there.
any official like Smogon showdown tournaments. I would never do any of that
Nah,
stuff.
It's,
I prefer to
it's
raise
so
my.
valid.
I'll go to them for like moveset advice, which I often do in making a new moveset, but I'm not gonna participate in their own tournaments. Like
Yeah.
I'll train it up myself and then I'll battle random people online. Those are the best kind of
Yeah, I mean,
battles.
it's
I mean,
fun.
I faced people. I actually kicked the butt of this one person off stream who was using Zacian and Zamazenta, and I still beat him.
Little Timmy with a full team of legendaries.
It was little Timmy,
But
yeah.
no strategy. Yeah, little Timmy with a team of legendaries and no strategy. Always there.
48-26. Oh my god, this thing is horrible.
Yeah.
Oh my god. 16 resets too.
So
Okay.
I don't even know how much I can do to improve this Pokemon, honestly.
That is true for Snorlax. It is the reason why I disagree with the Smogon ban, since it would have had the snowball effect just described.
If they ban the Snorlax, the tier becomes crazy. Like everything is gonna become super Stallfest. That's true. Because they did some tournaments where Snorlax was banned, and it was basically what happened in all the tournaments. So I kind of get it in that sense. Like people want Snorlax to be in the tier. They want him to be in the tier. They don't want them to leave. It's similar with Tyranitar, basically, which has a weather without contest in Gen 3. Like Sandstorm is like mandatory in Gen 3 because there's only Tyranitar with a ability that's set up. Because Kyogre and Groudon are in Ubers, so you're never gonna see Sunny Day, Hail, or Rain Dance. In fact, some Pokemon actually run it just to counter Tyranitar in their moveset.
Alright, I set my new over-under to 46 to 48. My old one was really overestimating this thing.
Yeah. It's really just being slow. It's very annoying. We got a lot of resets because we are slow.
Actually, Kiwi, you made a great point. This thing 100% needs rest for consistency, so I actually will get rest.
You will get rest. No, I will not allow it.
Well, too bad. You're all the way in, what, Spain?
Yeah.
You can't stop me.
You can stop me. Whenever you want, we go for round 2. I think I'm gonna keep the same moveset, but I will try to maybe do some extra training or something. I don't know. It's just funny. This
Yeah, I'll
Pokemon.
do extra trainers on top of it. I'm just making sure I'm
By
ready.
the way. Yeah.
Alright, you ready?
So, yeah, whatever you want.
Alright, 3, 2,
No, sorry,
what?
No, sorry. I think I'm gonna change the song. Sorry.
Okay.
I
Imagine
forgot
Smash Bros. Rest. Oh, man. Isn't that what effectively
you-
Hero's healing ability is?
It's rest. It's actually the move that makes Jigglypuff OP in melee.
I've heard about that, yeah. I mean, one of my mains is with Jigglypuff. I like to use her a lot because She's hard to master, but if you can beat people with it, it's a really satisfying win.
It's very satisfying. Okay, whenever you want.
Yeah. All right. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. But anyway, as I was saying, it's just really fun to beat people with a Jigglypuff, and it's kind of hard for me to land rest successfully, but I often really don't go for it unless the opponent's at real high health. But one trick I've learned is if you shield and like do a dodge roll against the edge of the battlefield, if both you and somebody else are doing it, as long as Jigglypuff is a tiny bit behind, rest will always
Yeah,
hit, at least in
I think
ultimate.
it does. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why whenever I fought my face against my brother in Smash and I'm using Jigglypuff, he automatically knows do not go near the edge if he's at high
You're
health.
gonna go close. Yeah.
But yeah, you know what he wasn't saying? I'm not gonna let you play Jigglypuff again, or you're gonna ban it.
I'm gonna ban Jigglypuff.
Agreed.
I
Just
mean,
play
I
with people
totally,
who want to play, make the rules between each other. That's the best one, yeah. I'm not a fan of
that's
imagine if the people in Scott's comment section all got to vote on what his rule set should be. They would
I don't
vote.
think you
They
should
would
be using.
no. They would most likely vote to ban hypnosis, and I don't think Scott would allow that.
I would ban rest. See
Actually,
what Scott is able to
actually,
do.
Ike, what if you had
Yes,
your own
it is that.
audience vote on the rule set, and your audience forces you to use rest if you get a certain amount of
Forces
resets?
you to use rest. You're forced to use rest. How is rest gonna help me if I'm getting resets?
Mm,
It never helps. It just takes one move slot from me.
I mean, this thing only needs 3 moves: Body
Yeah,
Slam, Earthquake, and Thunderbolt.
pretty much.
I guess you could say like Harden for badge boost, but with how bad our speed stat is, like I think with the
Right.
12.5% boosts, I think if you use 6 Hardens, your speed is only raised by like
Yeah.
60%. So that goes from like
Yeah,
50 to like what's like that 50 to 90 or something, whatever that
I was
is.
actually using Harden in my previous run. But the problem is that I think I need Thunderbolt for
Oh,
Lorelei. I think that's the reason. Without it, it's
Uh,
very annoying.
yeah, Lorelei, I had Thunderbolt still.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing I'm gonna change or something. Okay, I guess. Okay, now let's do the Brock lottery thing.
Yeah, I'm just not going to use headbutts until I get at least -5 defense.
-5 defense.
It's to preserve power points for the Onyx, because headbutt does not have
Yeah,
many power points.
I don't really shouldn't be doing this, but
Ow.
and yeah, I put this music there because after Unicorn Overlord, this is what we are going to play. Okay, it's sad.
Hello, Sundown.
Oh god. 1, 2. Oh god, why it happened again? So stupid. Turn 2 bite.
Mm,
God damn it. I lost again against Brock because of that stupid thing.
mm.
Ah,
I first tried
so
him.
annoying. It's so annoying.
But yeah, what you said earlier about doing more battles, I'm going to do the same thing. I did a lot of trainers in Sylph, but I'm going to do way more trainers elsewhere. I'm going to do Koga's trainers. I'm going to do probably not Blaine, but I'll I'll definitely fight more of those random trainers with fully evolved Pokemon, like
Yeah,
the Wheezing guy on Cycling Road, the Muck guy near Lavender.
yeah, some stuff like that. Yeah, I believe it's not that bad idea to do
I
that.
guess Steve should be lucky he's not playing this.
He would probably hate this one.
Oh yeah, he really hates stuff that's really, really slow. He hates them.
He
I don't
really
blame him.
cannot blame him for
But
that.
yeah, honestly, the Pokemon that I have in my competitive team PC box, like I'd say a third of them are in Ubers or OU, and the others are in different tiers. I think my most common tier that I
Mm.
have is probably the RU or the underused tier.
Yeah, yeah.
But I like to use them all in this. I like to use Pokemon from different tiers on one team, just because you can
Hmm.
find ways to make them work together. And like
Yeah.
I'm facing
Just
against
because there are
people
hours
I
there.
actually on stream, I actually faced this one person who had a team of all fire types. And their main star was a Ho-Oh. And
It was not
the
me.
Ho-Oh was causing a lot of issues. Plus, everything but the Ho-Oh was shiny.
Oh, it's very good actually.
Oh,
Ever since they gave
it's
him
natural
regenerator, it's very good.
regenerate. That I found out the hard way
Yeah.
that it had regenerator.
Ever
Oh
since
my
they gave
god.
him regenerator, he became very good. Yeah.
Yeah,
When
but
they
do you
gave
know
him
what
that,
I'm not doing? Asking for Ho-Oh to be banned.
be banned. I assume he's banned because he's a freaking Uber. Nah, but I mean, actually, people wanted to make Ho legal in Gen 2 and Celebi because they were not very good in Ubers. And when they allowed them to be legal for like 3 weeks, it was a mess. So they banned them again.
That's just
But
that's still just stupid.
yeah, but then for example, in Gen 4, people actually unbanned Latias, and Latias is legal, and now Latias is super meta in Gen 4, for example, and nobody complained about it. People were happy. And now people are suggesting, well, they actually dropped Darkrai from Ubers now into OU. Now it's legal and it's not even broken. It actually almost drowned to UU.
Isn't
And they
isn't
were
Dark
thinking doing the
oh
same with
sorry.
Lugia.
Isn't Darkrai relatively bad because of they nerfed Dark Void?
Yeah. But even without Dark Void, it's fine. It's super fast and it hits very hard and it gets nasty plot. So like it's not bad.
Ah,
The thing is, of
yeah,
course,
it's all
with
Smeargle's
Knight,
fault.
yeah,
You know what's funny?
like
They
it's
recoded
super fast.
Dark they recoded Dark Void to have 0% accuracy if it's not being used by a Darkrai, but
Yeah,
despite that, they still nerfed its accuracy anyway.
yeah, it's a stupid. They did that because of a stupid Smeargle, but then it's like, oh yeah, we ruined this. We now Smeargle cannot use Dark Void. Fuck Darkrai. Darkrai is never legal in BGC because it's an event Pokemon. So who gives a fuck? And now Darkrai, it's stuck with something that is actually worse than Hypnosis. It actually ran Hypnosis if it wants to put something to sleep because it's better.
Oh,
Hypnosis
Ike.
has more accuracy.
Hey, Ike. Someone in my chat says Darkrai is not even good.
Yeah, it's not even that good actually now. Yeah, it's
You
not even
dig
that
the...
good now.
I dig the Space World and/or Pokemon Green sprites. Yeah, most of these are the Pokemon Green sprites. I added them to the backports just to change up things a little bit. But
In Gen 5, it was Uber.
the reason everything on my screen is just solid blue is because I'm using Super Shucky, which can record replay files, which is something we need.
I mean, everybody who played Gen 4 Ubers is going to tell you like Darkrai is the scariest Pokemon ever.
If I remember
Darkrai was
correctly,
like the
if
myth.
I remember correctly, even though I talked about how banning specific Pokemon was just straight up stupid, I do remember watching a video on how Garchomp was banned in Gen 4.
Yeah, in Gen 4.
Because at the time, there were effectively no counters to it. But I think in Gen 5, it became an OU thing. But in Gen 4 specifically, it's banned.
The big reason why it's banned, it was because of the ability. It has Sand Veil.
Isn't that just +1 evasion in Sandstorm?
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, Tyranitar in the weather in Tyranitar was basically everywhere in Gen 4 as well. So considering a Pokemon that is super fast, super strong, super everything, and if God doesn't want you to win, you are going to miss with the one Pokemon that is able to beat it, it was like very unhealthy for the metagame, and that was the main reason why it was banned. In Gen 5, it got Rough Skin, so now it has a legal ability, and now it's legal to play.
Doesn't it still have Sandvale, though?
Yeah, but the Sandvale is banned.
Oh, so Sandvale, the ability, is just banned?
Yeah, the ability is banned, which funnily enough is the reason why Cacturn is actually Ubers in Gen 3, because Sandvale is banned. And it's the only ability it gets. Yeah. You're gonna still use him, actually. I think it's never used because it never used nobody.
Alright, that I somewhat agree with because it's a consistency on banning, like, evasion boosting moves and abilities,
Yeah.
so I'm guessing, what's that other, what's it called, Snow Cloak, I believe
Snow Cloak, yeah, it's also banned.
Yeah, that's like the #1 rule that I think everybody generally agrees on, ban evasion boosting moves or abilities, just because the whole fight just straight up becomes an RNG fest, no matter how good or bad your Pokemon are. Just becomes RNG.
Yeah, it's not skill, it's luck, yeah. That's basically why nobody complains about banning those abilities
No.
in general. Like, in fact, one guy actually won a VGC tournament with an Articuno using a snow cloak and dodging everything, basically.
Okay, if I was that other person, you know how mad I would have been? Actually, you know what's
That's
funny?
like super fun.
In my Discord, I was doing some battles with Shadow. Uh, I won 2 out of 3 of the fights with her, but the one fight she beat me, her Mewtwo used Ice Beam, and it actually froze my last Pokemon, and I was so devastated.
The ice beam freeze.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 151. Evasion strats are the most boring strats, yeah.
Yeah. Like, I legitimately don't think anyone is gonna be crying about, oh yeah, we should totally allow double team to be legal. Like, no. No, it's
Oga.
a counter, but you can use Swift and aerial ace. Yeah, no thanks.
Does not approve of this.
Koga does not approve. They killed Koga, that's why Toxic is no longer a universal TM.
Honestly,
They all
is that
killed
even really
Koga.
that big a deal? Like, here's my question from what I've noticed about battles. Is Toxic even considered a good move if it takes tons of
Yeah,
time to set it up? It takes a turn to set it up. It
yeah.
takes several turns to stack up damage. And basically just wasted a move. Like, I just don't know if Toxic's even that good.
Yeah, it's very good, but it's not because you're not expecting the Pokemon to die out of Toxic. The thing is, you are putting pressure on that. Now that Pokemon is losing 6% every time they switch. It's the same with a Stealth. Now every time that Pokemon comes into fight, it's gonna lose HP. They cannot heal with leftovers. You are nullifying that Pokemon, basically. So it's actually very impactful. Hi.
Interesting.
So yeah, it's actually very impactful, Toxic. When they remove Toxic, basically you can now remove a lot of walls. Chansey would not be that annoying if Toxic was not a thing, which is actually what happened. When
Oh,
Toxic was removed, Chansey and Blizzy were not that annoying. They dropped from OU to never use because there was no Toxic anymore. For
so
example,
Chansey was the original Toxic user?
it was one of the original Toxic users, yeah.
Hmm.
Umbreon as well. The walls basically use the move usually, but you can
Here's
also
my
use it on
Here's my
offensive
question.
mount.
In Gen 1 competitive specifically, did anyone ever use Pokemon like Tentacruel or Venusaur to use the poison leech seed strat?
No, no, because toxic and both toxic and leech seed are very bad in Gen 1. If you switch, the toxic becomes normal poison,
Oh, right,
so
the
it's
bug.
useless.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm sure if that bug
it's
wasn't a
useless.
thing, then it probably would be used.
Maybe it could be used, yeah. But the thing is, because that happens, people actually welcome it because it means now you cannot get frozen or paralyzed, which are the core meta things in Gen 1.
151 says, now I kind of want to try to build some team in Scarlet and Violet to try beating you. Go ahead. I like doing battles, honestly, now.
So that's all
I've
can
always
still force and
said,
toxic.
like, I wanted to start getting into actual, not like true competitive battling, but like act like you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to do. I started doing it in Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. I actually trained up a few Pokemon for the Battle Tower. Eevee trained them, stuff like that. But I kind of quit after a while because at the time I had done pretty much everything I wanted to in that game. But I
Hmm.
told myself when Scarlet and Violet comes out, I want to, but I didn't do it at first. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna finally give it a try now. And I'm having a lot of fun with it.
He wants to play in Gen 1, I can feel the part. The Gen 1 meta game. Quite
If
an
Wrap
interesting one.
stopped swapping in Gen
I
1,
don't
in
know.
addition to its normal effects, Tentacruel would be banned from underused because it would just be really annoying.
Hmm.
That would make sense.
I mean, technically in Gen 1, if God loves you, you pick Dragonite, you use Agility, and then you use Wrap. And if God loves you, you win.
Why not just use Barrier?
Because only Lance is allowed to do that.
You know what's funny? Modern day,
You don't have
uh,
that.
I'm pretty sure they haven't fixed this, but I'm pretty sure modern day, the only way to get a Dragonite with Barrier is to get. This was in Gen 7. There was actually an event Dragonite released based on Lance's Gen 1 Dragonite.
That
That's the only way to get Barrier on it.
the only
Literally
legal
from
way
Lance
to get
himself. Freaking funny.
you're you're stealing from him anyway.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're still stealing from him. I mean, along Cynthia, he's probably the most famous champion ever, so I mean, it makes sense they do stuff for him.
Who's most famous champion?
Cynthia probably is the most famous champion, I believe, for the internet and
Uh,
whatever. Probably, I
I
think.
feel like the most I mean, would Red count?
Well, I mean, yeah, but Red is technically not a champion. I mean, yeah, of course, yeah, Red would definitely be over. But considering Red is like a special case, I would
I
say
think
Lance
second
and
place would
Cynthia.
be
Yeah,
Cynthia, just because of all
Cynthia
the
and Lance are the
memes.
most famous. Yeah, they are the most famous champions in general, and the ones that appear in more games as well and stuff. So it makes sense. Those two would be the ones. I believe also in Pokemon Masters they are the ones with more alts and stuff. I mean, the thing with Blue is like Blue is also cheating because Blue is both a champion and a rival. So like it's
What?
kind of difficult to judge.
What? I mean,
Like if Blue is the most famous
That's
champion,
what
yeah.
Nimona is.
Yeah, but again, the real champion is still the I don't remember what was the name of the superintendent. I've forgotten the name of the lady.
I mean, in
I forgot.
Paldea, all you have to do to be a
Yeah,
champion is pass the gym leader thing.
yeah,
You just beat the 8 gyms. If you
yeah.
can beat the lead champion, you get your own champion title.
You get the
Honestly,
champion
that
title.
honestly
Yeah,
makes more sense because how come in every other game you'll beat the champion, become champion, but then you go back and they're still there?
and they're still there.
Sun and Moon,
I actually
Sun and Moon was the only
in
one
Sun and
that
Moon I
made
love.
sense.
I love what they did in Sun and Moon. Yeah, it was so funny. I love it. What they did in there.
Plus, if you lost, then next time you go back, it'll be that person who beat you.
Yeah, it was so good. I really love it.
Eh.
Superintendent Sajita. Gita in English. Yeah, Gita. That was the name. I forgot. Yeah. The one that people were saying, oh no, maybe she's the evil team leader. And it's like, no, you're dumb. No, that's not going to happen.
You know,
She's not evil.
people talked about how her champion team was basically one of the worst Pokemon teams, and I actually agreed with
Yeah.
that. I mean, the
Yeah,
Pokemon
it's
she
super
used
bad.
were good. It's just the way she used them was really bad. She sent out
Yeah.
King Gambit before her Glamora, which makes no
Yeah, it
sense.
should have been the last one. Yeah, and Glamour should have been the first, the lead. Yeah.
Yeah, they did fix that with the Ace Trainer tournament, I believe it was called. They did send
Yeah,
out.
in the
They fixed her
DLC.
team up. She sends out Glamora first, and King Gambit's always last.
Yeah.
But her first team was just really horrible.
Yeah, but I mean, it should be good the first time, not the post game. Basically,
True.
it
Yeah.
should be
I
good
mean,
the
there's no
first
undoing
time.
that.
Yeah, yeah, because it's the first impression. It's supposed to be technically the hardest fight in the game, like technically in a way. In this game, I don't. It's different, but like you get it. Usually, for story purposes, you are supposed to be like a very good champion. This is supposed to be a very good fight, a very good final boss, whatever. Even if it's not the final boss of this game, but still.
1/3 of Gita is bad, a third is mid, and 2 are misused. Yeah, the 2 I just listed are the misused.
Yeah.
Also, can
It's
anyone
still a
explain
very
why she has
weird
a
game.
Go-Goat on her team?
Yeah, the Gogot and the Avalugg are just so weird. Where she could have probably have Arboliva with absolutely no problem. Like, why doesn't she have Arboliva in the team? Like,
Arboliva?
it's the
What Pokemon
yeah
is that?
the tree
Free.
Arboliva. The
The evolved
tree,
form of that tiny
basically.
olive?
Yeah,
I can never remember what that thing is called.
Arboliva.
Eh. It
Because
takes
like she should have probably had
usually
that
takes
Pokemon.
me whenever a new gen comes out for me to memorize all the new Pokemon. It usually takes me 2 or 3 years. I'm not even kidding.
Usually
It
takes
gets
me
to
a
a
month.
point. It gets me to a point where I can name them off the top of my head based on just looking at it.
Yeah. In my case, it's basically because I play Smoke and I play Showdown in random battles. So in like around a month, I already know all of them. I have seen them all around a month.
Arboliva. Okay.
Yeah,
That name
because
honestly made no
Oliva,
sense. Like
Arbol and Oliva. It's
that
in
name
Spanish,
should
both
make
words.
makes no sense honestly because I think the evolved form should also have the name Olive in there somewhere. Like what would be I don't know.
The tree olive, basically.
Arala. I don't know. Part of me thinks Olivia. But that's a generic human name. I'm not sure that would work.
Because the oliva is the name in Spanish of the plant. That's the thing. An arbol is tree in Spanish as well. So like that's kind of the thing. It's like olive tree, basically translated in Spanish, would be.
Hmm.
So that's like the thing with the Pokemon, which is funny. I get it. Actually, I like it. I think it's cute.
Wait a minute. Arolivia. I think that's how you say it. That thing is normal grass.
Yes.
Oh. You know what's funny? A lot of the unused type combos that are still left, half of them have normal in them. Isn't that kind of funny?
Normal steel. Normal steel is still unreleased, I believe. And there was another one.
I mean,
normal rock, I also, yeah.
I mean, normal ghost wasn't a thing till Legends. I've been
until
wanting to
Zoroark.
see one because I'm pretty sure Hisuian Zoroark is the only Pokemon that is immune to both of its types.
Yeah.
Did anyone in the
It's
room
the
play
only
Game
one
Freak's
that
Little
can.
Town Hero? I've never heard of that game, no.
Oh god, yeah. No, I have heard of the game, but I never saw anything because they did an awful job of promoting that game. There was literally zero marketing for that game. I don't understand what they were planning with that. Like, why were they surprised when the game flopped? Like nobody played it. I don't get it. What were they expecting? They literally did zero commercials for that
Oh
game. I
my
never saw
god.
a single ad.
Dude, stop. I nearly lost to one of the bikers because he disabled Thunderbolt for so long and I was all out of body slams.
PP.
I'm not kidding.
De, no sé cómo se llama, el Little Town este que hicieron Ruffle, el otro juego de Game Freak. Ese que no promocionaron nada. Sorry for the Spanish thing.
Burrito taco.
Burrito tacos. I'm not even Mexican.
Hey, you guys,
I'll take
that's
those
still
sometimes.
Spanish, right?
Yeah, it's still Spanish. I mean, it's not Spanish food from here, but like, yeah, I get it. It's always the meme. Spanish taco, paella, toro, sole. That's usually more in synchrony with what we have here.
Hello,
Paella, toro,
Bolting
sole.
Blazy. That sprite looks so scuffed. Yeah, it's kind of hard to fit a lot of detail in a small
Flamenco.
sprite. I mean, the whole thing is just nuts and bolts. I tried my best. I think it looks good.
Yeah, because... And now because I recall this was actually a hard fight. Oh god.
Why is it poisoned? Steel types in Gen 1, the way I backported them, apparently Gen
No,
1's a
Rafa.
bit more complicated to backport than I thought. Apparently, I'm still immune to, like, actual direct damage poison moves like Sludge and Poison Sting, but indirect moves like Poison Gas and Toxic can still poison me. That's the only way I can get poisoned is by moves like Toxic and Poison Gas. But, like, the actual moves, yeah, see, Poison Gas just poisoned me? If that was Sludge, I'd be immune to it.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, in Generation 2, when they tried to fix it, Steel types can still get poisoned with Twin Needle. Gen 2.
With Twin Needle. With Twin Needle, yeah. It's so funny.
Kind of funny.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I feel like this Pokemon, you kind of have to play it slow. But yeah, honestly, this sprite was still just very hard because its massive shoulders, they have to be cut off in the back sprite. I mean, I thought of just leaving them out, but it would have looked so odd. Dude, I wasn't paying attention and I was using Thunderbolt on a Sandslash. Hey, I was looking at the chat room.
In the anime, that would have probably worked.
Maybe.
In the anime,
Set off the
probably that
sprinklers.
works somehow. Set off the sprinklers. God damn it. How I hated that, actually. I think I'm gonna regret doing that, but...
Oh,
we'll see.
I had a bunch of people in my Discord server help me out. With the 7-star Superior raid that's going on. But we were just
Oh
getting the
yeah.
most absolute stupid luck because I'm pretty sure they coded those things to have higher crit rates. I can't prove it, but I'm pretty confident they did. So I actually just did it by myself, and I actually won. I had a
People are think I
I used
using
a
simple beam strategies.
I used a Skeledirge with Terra Fire and
Ah,
Torch Song, and things went good from there. Also, Unaware is a
torch.
really good ability for that fight. It ignores
Yeah,
the
it's super
contrary
good.
boosts. But the problem is we kept
It's
getting
basically
crits.
it's basically the reason why in competitive you still see Quagsire from time to time. Because Quagsire, it's about Pokemon, but it's super counter or everything with Unaware. So sometimes it pops out even in Newverse. It's actually a Sation counter. It's
Yeah, one of the few Zacian counters.
actually a freaking Sation counter. It's just so funny. He doesn't care about the tears. He's unaware of the tears. He doesn't give a fuck.
Boo.
It's so
It
funny.
was Terra Grass. But yeah, honestly, I do have a theory about doing it with multiple people. I'm pretty sure if you do Terra raids with multiple people, I can't prove this, but I'm pretty sure the opponent is more likely to attack you twice, and I'm pretty sure it rolls
Wow.
more RNG. Because when I did it by myself, I did not get crit a single time, and I never once got attacked
Well,
twice in a row. It never happened.
seems busted.
Like, no, honestly, sometimes raids might be easier by yourself. But it depends on,
Hmm.
like, if, like, everybody has a game plan. I mean, Kiwi was helping me with his own Skeledirge, and Shadow had her, Fire Mask Ogrepon. But, we just kept getting our butts kicked by it. Just because of the absurd luck and 2 turns in a row thing that's happening. Raids are more stable in single player. Exactly. Like, it felt like there were moments in the multiplayer raid where the superior hit me 3 times in a row and I couldn't even attack.
Oh god, it's horrible.
Plus, when one of your allies faints, you lose time. But if one of the NPCs
Yeah.
faint, you're not going to lose time for it. The one
Hmm.
disadvantage is you just have to hope. Oh fuck. Uh,
Something bad happened.
I ran out of body slams on the Cubone, and it lived at red health.
Oh,
I didn't save recently, so I need to let that thing use Bone Club and eventually kill me.
kill my other friends in the team.
Yep, that is pretty bad. All right, I'm gonna have to defeat the Cubone with Spearow. Just uh-oh. I don't think it's possible for me to black out.
To lose.
Yeah, I can't
Can you
black
kill
out.
it?
Yeah, I have to kill this Cubone with Spearow. I can't black
With
out.
zero. Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah,
I'm actually
because
gonna
it's
I'm
immune.
gonna allow this because this isn't a mandatory trainer. If
Yeah,
it was
it's
a
fine.
mandatory trainer, then that's different. You got your turns canceled by animations. Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty much gonna lose this.
I
Because,
get it's definitely not what you were looking for.
no. Alright, so I'm just gonna
Absolutely, yeah.
dig out and just pretend that never happened.
This
Maybe
never
for,
happened.
maybe for the sake of this, I'm just gonna add a reset.
Yeah, that's
There.
fair.
Besides, I just lost like a minute and a half. No, Annie, this is the second playthrough.
Ah.
I will say, the Raticate sprite looks really good in red and green. Well, Annie, I always have this schedule converted to Eastern time, so I know you said you're in Texas, and I'm pretty sure most of Texas is Central time. So, I guess for your time, just add 1 hour.
Hmm. Everybody in my chat agrees with me. Like Gengar Yellow Sprite is the best. It's so good.
Oh, yeah. I mean, a lot of the sprites were improved in yellow for the most part.
It's so good. The Yellow Sprite. Actually, I love it. Like it's an icon in my Twitch. The Yellow Sprite. Ta-da. Everybody loves it. Oh, I
Uh-oh.
actually believe I forgot.
I
I
just
forgot to
realized,
click that.
Ike might be happy about this, but I can't use the rest strat. I forgot to pick it up.
Yes. Nobody should be using
When
that move in my presence.
I hear Texas, I hear Sandy Cheeks. I
SpongeBob.
remember I remember this one very old episode where she had to go back to Texas, and then Patrick was like, "What's so great about dumb old Texas?" And she got so mad she beat the crap out of him. Even used stuff like a lasso to try and like catch him. Freaking, that was a funny show in the first few seasons. I've seen like all that newer stuff. I wouldn't even let my kid watch that.
It's that
It
bad.
turned into brain
Uh,
rot. The old
oh,
episodes used to have actual story to them.
that's sad.
It's a common thing with a lot of how it shows end up becoming
Yeah.
as they become older and more milked.
Yeah.
The German
They
dub was
usually
great. Oh gosh. Wonder what the
they
German
usually
dub for
do
that
that.
show sounds like. It'll show a scene of SpongeBob being all happy, but the narration is just an angry German. I don't know why, but like, it seems like most people who speak German always sound real angry.
It's just a language that sounds angry.
Yeah.
It just sounds angry. Same with Russian. It just sounds angry to me when I hear it.
Actually Russian language just sounds like they're I think it's a mix of emotionless and just being just so tired.
So tired.
Yeah. I'm fighting
Tired of
Sabrina
everything.
now. Like that. Plankton sounds angry in the German dub. Oh, that would make sense.
He's supposed to sound depressed. But it's a thin line between the two, I guess.
You know what's funny? I just noticed a lot of the Ken Sugimori artwork that you'd see on the old like trading cards, like the base set era, a lot of them were based
Hmm.
on the red and green sprites.
Yeah.
Like if like I think the most noticeable one is probably like Onyx and like Mr. Mime.
Yeah, Mr. Mime. It's just something unnerving about that Pokemon. I never liked it. I get the idea and everything, but it's like, ugh, take that thing away from me.
Alright, I'm
Red
gonna go fight
initiative.
Psych.
Psych!
I'm just gonna
My
call him
best,
that now. 'Cause
my
you started
best
it.
friend. Yeah. My best friend, Psych. We all love him. He's our best friend.
Hey, at least I only have one reset right now.
This is something that I'm a bit concerned about, but we'll see how it goes. Let's see. Oh, it's actually good. It's not gonna be that useful, actually.
You posted the German version of the SpongeBob Fun song in the Discord. Oh, I'm gonna have to take a look at that.
I'm gonna check that. Oh no. Damn it. I
Where'd you
missed.
where'd you get a reset?
Yeah, rival before the league, I got a miss and I restarted because I got a miss.
You know what? I'm curious. I'm only at one reset. I'm curious if I did more training than you, or you skipped some training.
Mm.
Because I feel like I did way more trainers than usual.
Oh god. This does look very bad.
All right, it just missed
Yeah.
fire spin. Oh no, not
God
crit
damn
fire
it.
spin. Dude, stop cheating, Blaine. Don't use super potion during fire spin. That's cheating.
Not do that.
All
So
right, fire spin miss. Super potion turn 1. It lived at 1 HP. Hits me with fire blast. Live at 11 HP and I win. Okay, well, I guess I'm Ike today.
Like today. I guess it's
I forgot Erica.
Sega,
Dude, I just pulled the J-Rose.
the Gyros. Like, stupid misses. Losing a fight because of a miss.
Tell me what level you're at.
Oh god, no. I forgot another thing as well. I forgot strength.
Mm, Tell me what
At
level
least I
you're at.
realized. At least I realized. I'm 47, I think.
Okay. I just beat Erica. You've already beaten Giovanni in Rival 6. So, you're most likely the same level as me, yet you're so further ahead. I I wonder if the trainers I fought maybe weren't as efficient as I'd thought. But I feel like I fought the really good ones. Like, I fought the muck guy. I did the wheezing muck guys on the bridge. Well,
Yeah.
actually, then again, I did lose like 2 minutes trying to black out
Ah,
against a
yeah.
Cubone. I feel
The
like
spiral thing, yeah.
that was the make or break difference.
The spiral thing probably, yeah, makes sense. That would be the problem.
Yeah, in my old rule set, I would have just rewinded as if like I had never fought him, but Super Shucky doesn't have that, and with what we're planning to do with the backport runs, if we can get that into fruition, we can't
Hmm.
be doing that anymore. So I just have to
Oh,
live with it.
now you're like the rest of us.
Yep.
The rest of the mortals. I think I'm fine.
Nope. Use the candies.
Okay, that should do it. Is Moltres making a mandatory cameo?
Do you always encounter Moltres in your runs just for fun?
It's for fun. I should probably. He's probably alone.
It deserves to be alone for how trash it is.
He needs some love.
No, he doesn't. Sucks.
No, he does. Poor guy. It's actually overused now. I love it.
Gen
It's
1
actually super good
overused?
now. No, Gen 9 overused.
Really? What strat does
Yeah.
Moltres use?
Flame body and the typing it has is so good. The stats are also good, but it's basically flame body.
Okay,
The typing is very good.
okay, question. How would Flame Body be useful? It's a 10... It's only a 30% chance to burn
30.
upon contact?
Yeah.
Is that just the whole reason? Just for... How come Moltres specifically
Yeah.
is good, but not something else with Flame Body? Like, Chandelure, I'm assuming.
No, but Chandelier would probably use a different thing.
But why specifically
Basically,
Moltres?
because Moltres has a very good typing in general. It hits super fast. It has very good stats, obviously. It also has a good move pool. I mean, it's general just because the typing is very good and it has good stats to back it up, basically.
Good typing.
Yeah.
Stealth Rock has entered the chat.
Heavy Duty Boots enters the chat.
Knockoff enters the chat.
Knockoff, which is kind of removed from the game and it's less common now. And actually, you punish knockoff because they get burned when they hit you.
Actually, one of my Pokemon that I trained up for my competitive Pokemon, I have a Garchomp, and I realized there's multiple different ways I could use it. Instead of going full offensive with Swords Dance, I kind of went a mix of the Swords Dance and the setup one. My moveset, if I remember correctly, is Swords Dance, Earthquake, Stealth Rock, and Roar for Dragon Tail.
Yeah, there was a legitimate set like that. You can go super Garchomp as well and bulky Garchomp.
Yeah, because I don't need it. I don't need it to go full setup and sweep. I have other Pokemon for that, like my Wycurum, because I gave it the choice specs and freeze dry, which is a very good combo. I like it, but I mainly just whenever I can, I try to lead with Garchomp. And oh damn it! I try to lead with Garchomp, and I I try to use a stealth rock, and basically for the rest of the fight, I just try to just sweep with Dragon Tail for as long as I can.
Hmm.
I don't know why, that ledge feels a lot harder. I probably need to stop using my bike for that spot.
The bike.
Hey, Ike, I don't know if you watched any of the Gen 2 runs we've been doing with Scott recently, but,
Some of them, yeah.
I actually got Scott to start using the bike in Gen 2.
Yeah.
Just for the backports,
I,
though. Because, he's been saying that he wants to do anything he can to try and beat us, so he actually started using the bike.
he started using the bike.
And you
He's
know what I
unlocking
got
his
him to
power
admit?
now.
You know what I got him to admit? He admitted it on his own, but he actually said, I think in the last stream, that he thinks the Gen 2 bike is better than Gen 1.
Ooh. That's some tough works actually coming from him. As
He
much as he
mentioned it
hates
had to
that.
do with, like, in Gen 2, if you bump the wall, like, you hardly lose any time with having to stop. And, like, you can make turns a lot quicker.
Hmm.
That's what he just started saying. And I'm like, so will you start allowing it in your runs? He's like, but if I do, I'd have to, like, re-rank everything. I don't want to do that.
Re-rank everything. Yeah. Do it.
He did mention, though, he'll consider it next year. He'll he'll consider it.
Hmm.
I mean, I
He
think if
needs to
used
change his
properly, the
way.
bike can save you a couple minutes.
Should be useful if you can do it right. Yeah, I agree.
How many elixirs do I
Okay.
have? 2 elixirs. That's not money, but I think it should be fine. The Gen 1 bike has no acceleration. I don't think the Gen 2 bike does either.
Okay.
It's a
41,
consistency
42 now. Less
thing.
resets, at least.
Well, Rival 5, or Rival 6 gave me 3 resets. I used all my rare candies. He's still very luck dependent. Like, if you get paralyzed, you're straight up screwed. I've noticed that I got frozen.
Oh god, that's horrible.
He mentioned you in there's Radicate Furred video. Yeah, I saw that because I watched it on Patreon early. I don't do that often because I usually run out of stuff to watch when it actually comes out. But, no, I did watch it. He did mention... Yeah, I think he did... Yeah, he did mention our backport streams. I mean, Scott, Steve, and I, we were only supposed to do 3 because of how busy Scott is, but he pretty much just made room every week to do at least one because he enjoys doing them. So he just made
Hmm.
it a part of his schedule. Plus, I remember he mentioned, like, one thing the backport runs have made him learn is because there's a lot of stuff he used to do in Crystal that he thought was just, like, time saves that ended up just being bloat. Like,
Yeah.
doing the lighthouse before Morty. Because, like, you may think, well, you have to go there anyway. You end up making a second trip, which loses
Yeah,
time.
it's still
And
2
honestly,
trips. Hmm.
with Hypnosis only having a 45% chance to hit, if it's for Morty, honestly, if you can one-shot his Ghastly and Haunters, you're better off
Reset.
just getting a few resets. I don't even go out of the way for the
Hmm.
Mint Berry. Like, I think the
Yeah,
Mint Berry is just a giant waste of time.
getting the berry, equipping the berry, and I think it's no you. I think it's useless after the mortified. I don't think anything else puts you to sleep
Uh,
in the game.
it can help against Chuck, but he's so unpredictable, it's not even
Okay,
worth
well,
it.
but Chuck
I will
and Chuck
say,
is
though,
still a 2-month fight. Yeah. Hmm.
I will say, I actually do get the Bitterberry near the guy who gives you the TM for Nightmare, the Kenya guy.
Hmm.
I actually
Yeah.
get that specifically for Will now, because whenever I have a setup move, I like to equip the Bitterberry for Will, just because when I use my one setup move, if I get hit with Confuse Ray, it cancels it out. I mean, most people say
Hmm.
Will's just never hard, but if he confuses
No,
you
I
and you
can.
get unlucky,
Yeah, I can
things can go
sometimes.
sour real quick.
Because like I haven't played Gen 2, and when I watch your streams, I've seen sometimes like when I assume it's gonna be very easy Elite Four, and then Will becomes a problem or Karen becomes a problem, and it's like I would have never guessed this would be the problem. Bruno becomes a problem. It's something I would never think would happen unless I was a normal type or something.
Okay, Harden actually
With the
does help
with
on
the
Lance.
person.
Honestly, better than Rest. Unless I get
I
Unless I
got
get crit hyper beam.
I got Harden all the game. I was like, if Parasect does this, I can do it. I can do it as well. I actually outspeed with Harden actually.
Yeah, the main problem here
So
is I get a level up when I get to the Dragonite, but I do
yeah,
outspeed the Aerodactyl at least, so that's good.
but well, you were using Ice Beam, I guess.
We get Ice Beam?
Yes, Ice Punch, which is Ice Beam.
Shut up.
But I didn't use it. I didn't use it. I got the TM, but I didn't use it.
I don't want to hear from you.
My move was Rock Slide, actually. I was using Rock Slide during the entire run for the Charizard and the Gyarados.
I'm going to set up my Hardens. Actually, wait, no. Don't set up Hardens on the Pidgeot. Set up Hardens on the Rhydon. I'm paralyzed.
Yeah, for the tail whip. Who paralyzes you?
Good question.
In
Oh,
this in the
I know what happened. I got horn drilled by the Rhydon.
Oh, okay, that's awful.
Okay, I know
forgot
how
you
I got
actually
paralyzed. The Pidgeot mirror moved Body Slam.
that. Body Slam mirror. Okay, that makes sense.
That's a rare way to go. I only ever see that strat in yellow version. Because Rival 4's Hero has mirror move, and it likes to use that move a lot.
That's why I never use Body Slam the first turn. If I don't one shot, I never use Body Slam the first turn. In yellow because
Come
of
on,
that reason.
I'm trying to be funny here. Give me the 999 and everything. Come on. There we go. 999.
I had to get that with Onyx in yellow with Harden.
Hey, do you think this is enough attack and speed? Damn it.
Damn it. It's such a funny mod.
Okay, Charizard. Uh-oh. Great.
So I guess
I hate this thing.
The speed really
I really hate this thing.
The speed really ended up being a problem.
Okay. I want to know how in the heck you were able to get a time that good. Like, these fights are extremely inconsistent. I'm level 58.
I'm 60.
Okay,
At the end.
I do not think 2 levels would make that much of a difference with our speed stat.
I guess because I even forgot to use one Carbos. You can see there in my stream is on the right.
I can understand why Steve gets mad at you sometimes. Like,
I
seriously,
I bought 3 Carbos in the shop, and I got all the Carbos in the way.
Dude, how many resets do you have?
4.
Okay, you had to have first tried almost everyone in the league.
I did.
I hate you.
I think I didn't reset. No, I got reset with Agatha.
Oh, okay. That doesn't count. Agatha always gives resets. That does not count.
Hypnosis and crab. But the others, yes, I did one. I did first try.
You even first tried the champion, huh?
Yeah.
Dude, I can see why Steve hates you now.
6 Hardens on the Pidgeot, then Thunderbolt, one shot. Rhydon one shot with Earthquake, Rock Slide to the Executor, Thunderbolt Gyarados, Rock Slide Charizard.
Did you use a rare candy before it to avoid the level up?
Yeah.
Okay, what was your strat for Rival 6? Because I had to use all my rare candies before him both runs, because he's just way too hard.
I only used one rare candy. I don't know at what level I was. I think I was 46, could have been.
I was 52.
I only used one rare candy. I was one rare candy to. I will have to check on the stream after, but I think I only used one rare candy to avoid the level up because of the level up I actually lost. But I used one rare candy. I set up my Hardens and I outspeed everything, but I level up on the Charizard. So it's basically don't miss Rock Slide. Don't miss Rock Slide against the Charizard and you one shot.
Okay.
Flamethrower does not one shot me.
Okay, I think I see the problem. I kept forgetting I had Harden because I could have badge boosted.
Because I use Harden.
Yeah, I feel like if I had used Harden setups for more of the fights, I would have gotten first tries more often.
You outspeed. You ended up I outsped Blaine as well with Hardens. I set up Hardens on the Growlithe and then I outspeed the rest of the team. And I didn't even need 6. I think I only used 3 or something.
Yeah,
and then Earthquake one shot. So yeah,
okay,
the
I still
boost
think...
is really stupid.
Okay, I can definitely see how that happened. But still, that doesn't excuse the other times you got lucky.
I keep my way through as always, or something.
Yep.
I don't know. It's
Level
a shame because
59.
if this thing was not that slow, it would be a lot better. But it's very, very slow.
The reason it's slow is to try and balance it.
Yeah. Because even if it got Swords Dance, it wouldn't change much. Actually, it's not a problem of damage. It should get if it gets agility, it would be a different story. This would actually be one Pokemon with agility would be super good, I think.
Yeah.
Because with one agility, you probably outspeed everything
All
already.
right. All right. Let's see where this
With the
places
power.
on our overall leaderboard. Let's see. You're somewhere.
It's here somewhere.
Oh my, dude. Here it is. Oh, bottom 5. It only
Oh
did.
god, poor.
It did. Okay, it's 9 seconds faster than Sableye, and that was one of the worst Pokemon I've ever played.
Oh, Sableye.
Oh my god. And look what's above it. Like stuff like Latios and Nihilego.
What are the only things worse than this? Sableye, and which are the others?
Sableye, Peturant, and Shuckle.
Petron was not that horrible.
Hey,
Yeah, no, I remember.
you're the one who found the genius in using Rock Throw, and I refuse to listen.
I'm the one who figured out the Petron. Yeah, Shackle makes sense. Freaking Shackle. That thing must be horrible.
But yeah, this is
Right.
effectively one of the worst Pokemon I've ever backported in Gen
Yeah.
1. Like, this thing is basically Rhydon without the 4 times weakness.
Yeah.
But the difference is, at least Rhydon got stab moves. This thing doesn't. No
This thing
stab moves
doesn't
because
get
there's no
any
steel
stab.
moves.
Yeah. Hmm.
I think it was just set up for failure.
Poor guy. He was just too slow.
Knuckles just bad. Yeah. At least it was interesting
Yeah.
to play.
Shackle is just interesting because of the mimic thing with the
Actually,
special
for
moves.
Lorelei, you actually have to use Metronome to get a badge boosting move, because otherwise Cloyster, even at level 100, will outspeed you with Clamp.
With Clamp.
Yeah, and just
Will
kill you.
Clamp-
And just straight up kill you. You have to Metronome on the Dugong, hope for some badge boosting
go.
moves, and go for the best. What will be a worse backport than Shuckle? Pyukumuku.
Yeah, when Pyukumuku
Steve and
would
I
be
do
way
want to do it
worse.
at some point, but we need to save it for a special occasion. For those of you who don't know, Pyukumuku has 0 attacking moves. None of its
I
moves
guess
do
what-
damage.
I guess Wobbuffet would also be bad, even if you could somehow port Mirror Code, because, I don't know, it would still be horrible, I think, worse than Shackle.
Well,
as
Gen
well,
1
Wobbuffet.
Wobbuffet would be straight up impossible.
Yeah, technically it's impossible. Yeah,
Counter can
It's
only
impossible,
counter
yeah.
normal and fighting moves. You can't even use
Yeah.
that to beat the ghosts, so it would be
you
impossible.
can you use, well, I mean, technically you could use Bite, I guess. Technically, you would learn Bite. It's a
Wobbuffet
universal
can't
TM.
learn Bide. Okay,
Yeah, but it's a
universal
universal
TMs,
in Gen
it
1.
only applies to stuff that actually get TMs.
Yeah.
We're not gonna...
Yeah, I guess that's
Yeah.
fair.
It has to actually get TMs first.
Hmm. I guess I would only allow it maybe because like Wofet in Gen 2 can get Mimic. So like, let's drop the line somewhere. Even if you allowed it to start with Mimic, for example, because in Gen 2 it can get Mimic as a move. It would be like the Surf Pikachu in that sense.
Yeah.
You could technically allow Mimic. You could technically allow Mimic from the first level and keep obviously for the rest of the game, but it still would be horrible. Even with Mimic, it would be terrible the entire game, definitely.
Yeah.
So
I'm
that
gonna
would be
go,
worse. That would be worse.
I'm just gonna deafen myself real quick. Alright, everyone. Thank you all for watching. I do appreciate it. Steve should be back next week, so hopefully, yeah, for the next Ike stream, he will definitely be back. But hopefully, on Thursday, we'll do that stream with Scott. We're supposed to do Koraidon next. But I'll have to ask Steve when he gets back. But yeah, I'll need to make a schedule for next week. I really don't know too much what I'm going to do. I'll figure something out. Anyway,